Hello and welcome back everyone. It's your boy SVT WRC here. Today we've got a follow-up video on the popular dual catch can setup video. I have revised my setup and my hoses especially. Now that's very important because this braided hose that comes with a lot of the universal catch can kits is absolute trash. It is a garbage hose. This hose kinks, and when it gets hot it actually collapses in on itself and it will absolutely block all the flow that you need. So do not use these hoses. Use them as a reference as to get the length of the hose you need. This clear blue 1/2 inch hose is garbage too. You want to get something that is good for oil transfer. Something that will not collapse and something that can bend without kinking. This style is called a push lock hose, as it will do what it says and it'll lock on to the fitting. You're going to need about 4 to 5 feet of this 3/8 inch PCV valve hose. Definitely has a different setup from the 04 STi. So 04 STi, 02, 03 WRX. So on the older 02 to 04 WRX, your PCV valve is underneath the manifold. For the 04 STi, the PCV valve is located inside this T. Now everyone has this T, but the WRX will not have the PCV valve on the T. It's under the manifold. And don't get confused because the STi has a barb underneath the intake manifold for air. And that's where your PCV valve hooks up to. It's 3/8 of an inch. Too cheap to go spend $500–600 on just catch cans. So I just went with these universal catch cans. Each universal catch can should come with 2 sets of fittings. A 9mm for the 3/8 inch and 1/2 inch for your crankcase. This is the easiest setup for the PCV barb. One goes from the PCV barb into the catch can and then out from the catch can into the intake manifold. There are 3 crankcase ports located on the Subaru's horizontally opposed boxer engine. So here you have this Y that takes both of the crankcase heads and snakes under the blue hose and goes into the catch can. Take note that there's a plastic T that tees off your 3rd connection that goes from the top of the PCV valve's Y connector. So you're not hooking up to the PCV valve itself. You're just taking the Y connector and teeing that into this red section here that goes into your catch can. There will be a hole left in the turbo inlet that you have to plug up, and that's what the PCV valve's Y connector went into originally. You want to plug that hole up in the turbo inlet really well because there can be no leaks. You will damage the engine. The last connection comes from the catch can itself and snakes back into the turbo inlet. Now this is going to be all the clean air that's catched in your catch can, using the vacuum from the turbo inlet to pull it back in. I purchased both of these catch cans off of eBay for around $20 to $30 each catch can. I even revised this one. This one has a neat little dipstick and is more like a radium style. This one I've never really seen before for the PCV valve one, but it works well. And the reason you can tell is you can take one of the hoses off and check inside this port. If you don't have a catch can, this port is going to be gummed up with a slurry of oil vapors and carbon buildup. This should keep your engine very happy, as you don't want oil vapors back into the combustion chamber. They reduce the amount of octane in the fuel and they just throw your air fuel all off. Stay tuned everyone, as when we do our next oil change on the STi, we are going to drain both of these catch cans, give you the mileage, and give you the condition of what's inside these cans. Alright everyone, like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, hit that bell, smash that like button for me everyone, and we will see you soon.